Hello everyone, it's really good to have you on my channel today. Briefly I'm going to be teaching you how I came about this very simple crossover flyer design using Photoshop. If you're new to this channel and you've not subscribed, please do consider subscribing and make sure you turn on the post notification bell so that you're notified whenever I make a new upload. So without wasting much of your time, let's set the ball rolling. Alright, so whenever I will launch our Photoshop, this is exactly how it's going to be looking like. So the first thing we're going to do is to create a new document, and do that by going to file, going down to new, and inputting our parent parameters. Or if you're making use of a more recent version of Photoshop, you definitely find create new here. So all you need to do is to click on create new, and I'm going to be titling this. So I'll be naming this cross. I'll just leave it as cross, and you just have to make sure it's on inches, make sure it's 7x7, and make sure your resolution is on 300. Very important. And the next thing we're just going to do is to click on create. All right, to click on create. So once you click on create, this is exactly how, okay, should I say similarly or exactly how it's going to be looking like, because I actually customized my you can see my toolbar is taking 2 rows. All right, so that's just it. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to start introducing the resources I'm going to make use of for this particular tutorial. And as you can see, they are the ones I have here. We don't need so much, we just need a few. And so these are what we have make use of for this particular tutorial. So after inputting my canvas size, the first thing I'm going to do is to first of all go to where my resources are. And okay, before going to where my resources are, I'll first of all give this a custom fill, the background, the custom fill. And to do that, we just go to create new adjustment layer, go down to solid color, and I'll be making use of deep navy blue or deep blue. Okay, this one is okay for me. All I just need to do is to check this, click on OK. And next thing I'll be doing is I'll be going to where my resources are, and I'll be introducing this first background. I'll be dragging it into Photoshop, and I'll just release it. Okay, and I'll just drop this. Right, I'll just drop this. Okay, so after dropping this, I'll need to blend this together with the background. So to blend this, all I just need to do is to select my eraser tool, click on this point, and okay. So I'll just do some adjustments, okay. Sorry, I'm not going to touch the top, you leave it as it is, just the down parts. And I'll just check this. And the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to change the blend mode to screen, or let's see which one will fit it most. Okay, I prefer to go with lighting instead, so I'll just move this. I'll still scale this, I'll still increase the size. So hold on Ctrl plus T to free transform. I'll still increase it, and I want it to be bigger. Okay, I'll just drop this. Might also still pick my eraser tool just to still blur some of this part a little. Alright, so the next thing I'll do is to type in the 2025 you initially saw here. So I'll just pick my text tool, select here, and type in 2025 20. Right, sorry. Okay, pick my text tool, drop it, write 2025. Yep. So I'm just gonna highlight this, and I'm going to change the font style. I've forgotten the exact font I even made use of for that 2025 while creating, but okay, I think I got it. Name is Black Mustang. So I'm just gonna click on this, make sure it's on white. I think it's on white already, so I'll just check this, take this inside, and hold down Ctrl plus T to transform. And I'm just gonna increase it, and I'll just place it at the vanishing point of this root. So you just have to zoom your work and place it at the vanishing point or the vanishing part of this. Yeah, so I kind of want to make it look like it's behind some of these should I call it hilly stuffs you see, or valleys, whatever. So I'll just check this and pick my eraser tool. Now once you click on it, you either come to where your text is and rasterize it, or just click on it and to ask you if you want to rasterize, just click on OK. All right, so as you can see, my brush size is too big. If your brush is showing, it's not showing this way, it's just showing a little cross in between, it means your caps lock is on. So all you need to do is to turn it off. And I'm just going to reduce the size by pressing on my bracket, square bracket button. That's the left one. Or you, if you don't want to click on the left bracket square button, you just right click on your design and this menu appear. Then you can just adjust the size from here. Right, so I'm just gonna reduce it using it. I want it to be smaller, so I'm just gonna come to where my 25 is and play around with it. Just gonna play around with this part of the 2025 just to blur this and kind of give it a blending feel. Right, so yeah, I think this is okay for me. Yes, this is okay for me. So the next thing I'm just gonna be doing is I would also be introducing the image we'll make use of, or the model, which is this. So I'm just going to select the image and I'll drag it into Photoshop and release. So once I release, I will bring it down a little bit. Yes, so I want to make this image pop. I want to give it a better feel. So to do that, I'll just make sure it's selected on the image layer and I'll go to filter. Then go to camera raw filter, and it's just going to open up, and I'll just make some little adjustments. I'm just going to increase the clarity, reduce the exposure, increase the contrast a bit. Just play around with it till it suits you. Okay, I'll also increase the contrast a bit. Now I'll decrease the shadow, I'll decrease white, or rather increase the shadow, sorry, then I'll increase the blacks, and I think this is okay. This is even cool for me. All I need to do is to check this. As you can see, it's making the image pop more, so I'll just need to bring it down a little bit. All right, so after bringing it down a little bit, I'm just gonna pick my text tool also and type crossover, cross, enter key over. So you can see it's spaced, there are spaces apart, so I'll just double click on this to highlight the cross and the over. Let me zoom it. Then I'll come to where my properties bar is, and I'll just reduce the tracking. I'll bring this to 0.1 or so. So I'll just keep adjusting until it suits me. First of all, I'll need to change the fonts. Sorry, before doing this. So the font I'll be making use of here is Swiss something, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, I think it's this Swiss 721 something. So that's the font I'll make use of. Then I can now adjust the tracking, as I earlier said, until it's perfect for you. So I think 16 is very much okay for me. So I'll just check on this, hold down. Okay, I'll check on this, hold down Ctrl plus T to transform. I'm just gonna increase this a little. Then just gonna bring this over, directly over this. I'm still going to bring the image down a little. So I'll just go to the image layer, select it, and just move it down. Okay. Okay, first of all, I'll check this. Sorry. Okay, then I'll select the image, then I'll just move it down a little. Okay, I don't know, I'm having some issues. I'm having some issues with this. Okay, I think it's working now. So I'll just bring the image down, and I'll also touch the crossover, and I won't bring it down. I'll just hold down Ctrl plus T to scale. I also want to increase it. So sorry for the noise. Alright, so I just want to increase. Okay, I think I'll still change. I think it's the same name, but this is not the exact ones. I would want to make use of. So let me still look for it. Let me come from this angle. So Swiss 721. Swiss 721. Yes, I think this is one I made use of. So I'll just take this back, and I'll just bring this here. Right. So the next thing I'll be doing is I'll be making changes to this font to stay with white, but then I would select it first of all. Then I would go to this place where it is written T with a kind of bend on it. I don't really know what to call it or what it is called. Okay, we wrap text. So you can wrap the text. So you just select it and change this from none to arc. So after changing from none to arc, you're just gonna adjust this bend a little. I think this is okay. Just leave it at 15. Now bring it down, and I'm just going to distort this horizontally, so it's going to bend one of the edges. So this is cool for me. I'm still going to bend this a little bit. Alright, so just click on OK and check this. Hold down Ctrl+T. I think this is too big. Reduce it a little and bring it over here. So the next thing I'm going to do is that still on your selected text layer, crossover layer, you just right click on it and go to blending options. So after going to blending options, one of the first things you need to do is to select this bevel and emboss. So after selecting it, make sure your opacity is on 100. Okay, sorry, make sure your depth is on maybe 300. Your style is on inner bevel. Your technique is on chisel hard. Your size is on maybe 8, around 8, and soften can be 0. Alright, so I'm just gonna, under bevel and emboss, I'm just gonna check on texture. I think I love this texture. So the next thing I'll be clicking here is a drop shadow. I'll be selecting the drop shadow. Now you can adjust your shadow. You want to increase the opacity. If you choose to, you could increase the distance, but I think this is already okay by me. Increase the spread, maybe 15, maybe distance 17, maybe size 13, and so on. So all I need to do is just to check this. All right, so that's how I came about this crossover text. Right, so I think the next thing, looking at the one I've already created, okay, the next thing we'll be doing here now is to bring in the service, this red service stuff. Okay, and I think I got that one. I didn't include it among the resources here, but I'm just gonna get it now. So I'll just go to where my some of my resources are. Let's see, icons. So I'm just gonna select it. I have it here, so I'm just gonna scroll down to where it is, and I'll just pick it and drag it into this place. So I'll just reduce this. I'll take the layer above the crossover layer so that it will be on top, and I'll just, okay, it's not on top yet, so I'll just take it and drop it here. Okay, put down Ctrl+T to transform. I'm just gonna reduce this and I'll bring it here. Let me look at the one I initially created. Okay. Alright guys, there's a little difference here. Who noticed it? Here in the first design I made use of capital letters, that is uppercase for all the write-ups, while here I made use of small letters. Though I'm beginning to love the small letters more, so I think we'll still make use of the small letters. So I'll just hold down Ctrl+T to reduce this, and I'll drop this here. Yep, so I'll just check this. Let me still bring down this image a little bit, or let me hold down Ctrl+T to transform it. Let me reduce it a little. Alright, I think this is okay. So the next thing I'll be doing is I'll be picking my text tool again, and I'll be writing service. Alright, so I'll be changing this font to Montserrat. I'll just highlight it, go to my properties, type Montserrat. I think semi-bold will be fine. And I'll just click on semi-bold. I'll just pass this. Let me change this to a capital S. Alright, so I'll just bring this. I'll also make sure it's above the red ribbon so that it could be on top of it. So I'll just bring it right here. That's when I mean on top of it, I'm talking about the layers. I made sure that the layer of the write-up text is above the red ribbon. So I'll just drop this here and I'll check this. So this is cool, guys. So I'll select on the ribbon again. I want to be giving it a shadow to give it depth and contrast. So I'll just select the ribbon and also go to blending options. There is no point adjusting anything. I'll just select the, because I want to make use of the same settings I used for the text. So I'll just select drop shadow and I'll just click on OK. Alright guys, so as you can see, this is beginning to form already. So the next time I'm going to be doing is to be introducing the logo. So I don't have any specific logo per se. So what I'll be doing is I'll just the logo I initially formed for this one is GDC, meaning God's Delight Church. So I'll just select this and write GDC. And I'll still make use of that Swiss font. So I'll just change it here. It's Swiss font. I'll just change it here. Okay, so I'll just select this and I'm just going to duplicate it. Hold down Ctrl plus J to duplicate the layer and bring the duplicated layer down, and I'll just change it to God's Delight Church. Now I'm just going to highlight it and I'll just first of all reduce the size to maybe 11, and I'll change the font to Montserrat semi-bold. Yes, then I'll hold down Ctrl plus T to transform, and I'll still reduce the size of the text just immediately under it. I just want it to be under it exactly. So guys, this is it. Now I'm just going to be grouping this GDC together with the God's Delight Church. That is the name in full. Hold down Ctrl, select the two layers and hold down Ctrl plus G to group them so that I can easily move them around the same time or transform them together. So I'm just going to hold down Ctrl plus T to increase it a little. I'm just going to place this here. Okay, so the next thing we'll be doing here is just to bring in the date, which is on top here, 31st December 2024. So what I need to do is to pick my text tool again and write out 31st. I'll make sure they are all in capital letters, 31st. So I'll just hold down Ctrl plus J to duplicate it, and the reason I'm doing that is I want the 31st and the months to be different. So 31st December DEC, I'll be writing it in short, DEC 2024. Alright, so I'm just gonna highlight the December 2024 and also increase the tracking. It as 11. Okay, I'm going to make use of bold, so I'll change it from semi-bold to bold. So I change it from semi-bold to bold. The next thing I'm just going to do is to also change 31st. So I'll just select the 31st layer here and I'll also change it to bold. Go to properties, change it to bold. Yeah, the same size, so there's no need to bother about anything. I'll just change it to bold, and just gonna bring 31st. Is this really bold? Let me see. Let me confirm if it's okay. It's on bold. It's bold. So I'm just gonna put this 31st on top, and the next thing I'm just gonna do is I'll bring in a shape which is a square, and I'll just put it around 31st, and I'll change the color. I like to make use of this exact red here, so I'll just select it and I'll click on OK. Now I have the red, right? The next thing I'll do is I want to group this whole date, so I'll just select the December 34, 2024, the rectangle, and the 31st. Hold down Ctrl plus G, which is the date. Now I would like to move this, so I'll just hold this down. First of all, Ctrl plus T to transform and increase it, and I'll drag it right here. So I'll just drop it here, and I think, I even inverted it. This was a white background and a red, but nonetheless I'm going to leave this other one like that. So the next thing I'm just going to do is I'll just the thing I'll be introducing now is the name of the pastor, the time, and the venue. So So that I'll just go to where my design is. The name of the pastor is, I think, is Pastor Bolaji James. So I'll just come here and type Pastor Bolaji, PST Bolaji. Let me add full stop because it's short from Bolaji. Then under, I'll just drop this, duplicate, Ctrl+J, and after duplicating, I'll just type James. Yes. So I'm going to be changing the font of this. I'll be changing it to a font called Adelia or something. So I'll just type in Adelia. Adelia, I think, which is this. So I'll just select this and I'll take this inside. Check this. Hold on, Ctrl+T to transform. Also, just gonna increase this a little. And I'll drop it here. So I'm just gonna select the James layer and Pastor Bolaji. Hold on, Ctrl+G to group, and I'm just gonna move all of them together, and I'll just place it here. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to also bring in the time and the date. So I'll just take another, select my fonts, my text tool also, and put 9 a.m. 9:00 a.m. and they had West African time here. Okay, I didn't. So I'll just change the font of this to Montserrat. Okay, so just gonna increase it from extra light to bold, and I'm just gonna scale this, Ctrl+T to scale. That's increase it. I'll just drop it right here. Then I'll hold down Ctrl+G to duplicate it again. I'm just gonna bring it down. I'm just gonna write the name, which is at God's Delight Church. At God's Delight Church. God's Delight Church, Enugu. So I'm just gonna highlight this text, and I'm just gonna change it from bold to probably semi-bold. Okay, not italics, semi-bold. Semi-bold, and I'll just check this, and I'll align this to the, I'll align the address to the left. Let me still bring this down, and then we bring this here. This might not be exactly as the other one do, but I think I prefer the way this one is than that one. So I just check this, take this and hold down Ctrl+T to transform, and I'll just reduce this and I'll bring it here. I think this font is too thick. Let me highlight it again. Okay, 16. Let me change this to just normal medium, because I think this is better for me. Right, so I think there is just one more thing or two more things left, which are to bring in this image of people worshiping, and also to give it a kind of texture or add noise to it. So I'll just go to where my resources are. Also just gonna drag this. Besides, I will include the resources for this particular tutorial in the link under this video. So if you really want to practice, go and get it. So I'll just check this after bringing the background, then I'll go back and I'll pick my eraser to click on it. If it shows you rasterize, click on OK. Now increase the size using your square button by the right, and just try to clean it. Try to clean this. Alright, so all you need to now do is to go to change the blend mode from normal to let's say hard light or soft light, whichever one you want. So I'm gonna be leaving mine as hard light. Then I'll just reduce the opacity a little. Yeah, so I also brought something like that here. So all I needed to do was to hold down Ctrl plus J to duplicate, and I'll move this one here, and then I'll just invert it. And to invert it, I'll just hold down Ctrl plus T, right click on it, flip horizontal, and I'll just drop it around here. And so I can still scale this, right? So the next thing to do is to okay, I'm just trying this out now. It seems like it's making a whole lot of sense to me. Right, let's just stick to what we have. Let's just stick to what we have here. So I know some things are not exactly as the former one because I felt like this one is better than the former one was. So for this particular 2025, I would like to change the color to red. So I'll just right click on it, go to blending options, and select color overlay and click it down. It's already on red, that's why I changed to red. But if it's not on red, you just click here and make sure it's on the red you want it to have. So I think this is good. This is okay. I'll just click on okay. Now the last thing to do, and we'll be done with this tutorial, is just to add noise to the background. Okay, two more things. Add noise to the background. So I'll just go to where the blue is, and after selecting the layer of the blue, I'll go to filter, go to noise, go to add noise, convert smart object first. That's for the background, and I'm just gonna reduce this. I think it's too much for me. Maybe 5 is okay for me. Yes. So guys, that was how I came up with this simple crossover flyer. The remaining thing left for me to do, the only thing that is left for me to do, is to bring this light effect stuff. So I'm just gonna bring it into here, and I will drop it. And let me raise this. Let me take this higher so that it will come above everything. Okay, as you can see, it's now okay. So sorry about the whole. Okay, so as you can see, it's now above it. So all I need to do is to change the blend mode to screen. Yes, to screen. Now as you can see, I have the same output. So all I need to do is to reduce the opacity. I think this is too much for me. I don't want the effect so much. I'll just reduce the opacity to my taste, how I want it. And that was how I came about this particular design, guys. So if you found this helpful and you've not subscribed, please do consider subscribing and make sure you turn on the post notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I make any new upload. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.